That's not a record, I'm just frying some bacon while I riff.
Beautiful, Mary Jane, just beautiful.
Yeah, there's something special about Sunday morning in Central Park.
Soft summer breeze and cool green trees.
You're a poet and you're largely unaware of the fact.
Shafts of golden sunlight filtering down through whispering leaves on young lovers below. Hey, how about that? Rod McEwen, eat your heart out.
I hate to tell you this, Petey, but a poet you ain't.
Oh, is that so?
But your heart's in the right place, and you do have redeeming features.
Yeah? Like what?
You're one of Marvel's most bankable properties?
Ooh, listen.
Listen to what?
The bells, the old cathedral bells. I love that sound, don't you?
Who, me?
No, she was talking to me, Peter. Obviously you.
Oh, sure. Hey, all of a sudden my spider sense is tingling.
So silvery clear, so pure, so near.
A poet, MJ, you also ain't. I'm tingling like crazy.
Sounds like the symptoms of long COVID. Take it from a fellow sufferer.
Old spider sense is screaming danger. Mary Jane, look out!
Peter, that tree cut in half clean as a whistle just where I was standing before you pulled me away.
Well, that's just good audio script work. Smooth as silk.
Like it was hit by lightning, only there's not a cloud in the sky.
What could it have been?
Power Records can't afford the rights to you and Thor.
I don't know, but let's get out of here. Something tells me this is the beginning of big trouble.
In Mother Russia or Merry Old England. Still available on Amazon. Possibly.
Trouble is, I don't know what the trouble is. Well, here we are, back in the hot, muggy streets of New York. Some ending for a Sunday morning in the park.
I'm wondering why Peter has to explain where they are to MJ. It's Ben Grimm's girlfriend who's blind, right?
Oh, forget it, Petey. Just one of those things. Let's walk over to Jefferson Center and see what's on for tonight.
Okay, though I'm not exactly in the mood for Mozart and all that kind of goings-on.
What with all the hullabaloos and shenanigans and whatnot?
Uh-oh, here comes that trouble, only sooner than I expected.
Look, Peter, those police cars are headed towards... Oh, wow!
Alec Baldwin's place. Well, it's New York on a weekday, so that checks out.
All right, stand back, everybody.
Jefferson Center! It's gone!
And it's been replaced by Jefferson Airplane.
Wait here, MJ. I gotta get a closer look and some pictures for Jameson.
Hold it, Mac. Where do you think you're going?
Here's my press card, officer. I'm a photographer for the Bugle.
That and the Daily Planet are the last two fictional newspapers still in existence.
Did you see what happened?
It was weird. I was sitting right here in the squad car, looking right at it, and pow! Like lightning out of the blue. No warning, no nothing.
I shit my pants.
$5 million worth of cement and glass 1 minute, a pile of dust the next.
Calling all cars, stand by for special orders.
This is the commissioner.
Hey, the top brass gotta be pretty important.
At 11 o'clock this morning, a series of simultaneous bombings leveled buildings all around the city.
And while I sound like character actor and star of Agent for Harm Peter Mark Richmond, I doubt very much that Power Records could afford me. I mean him.
Jefferson Center on the west side, the International Exchange downtown, a UN mission on the east side, and the University Library in the Heights were destroyed, among others. No clue as to the identity of the bombers. All off-duty officers report for duty immediately.
If they're off duty, how are they going to hear this?
Patrol cars in bombed areas proceed with caution. Further instructions will follow.
Sounds like time for Spider-Man to go into action.
Probably shouldn't have said that out loud and right in front of a cop.
Well, thanks, officer. I've got my pictures. Mary Jane, I'll call you later. Gotta get this stuff down to the Bugle.
After my xylophone class.
It is 11:45 that night. Outside a deserted warehouse downtown, a glimmer of light shines through a boarded-up window on the top floor.
I'm sorry, have we been introduced?
Inside, Sean Strickland, sound engineer at a top New York recording company, stands facing the most formidable array of electronic equipment ever assembled under one roof.
I baited the trap, and now just a few minutes, and I'm on my way.
So our bad guy is called Sean. Did Dr. Octopus or Mysterio call in sick?
Dumb cops will never figure out how the bombings were done. But Spider-Man will, and he'll walk right into my trap. And when he does, I, Sean Strickland, son of Sonic Man, will destroy him.
You're a Nepo bad guy? That's even worse.
Power, how sweet it is.
At that very moment, swinging his way through the canyons and rooftops of mid-Manhattan, Spider-Man thinks aloud as he approaches his rendezvous with death.
Whoever is responsible for those bombings laid them out in a neat circle around the city.
There really is no need to think aloud, I find. The last time I did that was when I said, I hope nobody else on the bus can smell that. Spoiler alert, they could.
At the same time, he hits the tree in the park like he's aiming an arrow for me to follow. Not to Jefferson Center, but from the center to the tree, and then straight on to... there it is.
So that would imply that the son of Sonic Man knows who Spidey really is, just like the fickle fly? It's cool that they can keep that to themselves instead of announcing it to the world.
The cathedral, right smack in the center of the circle. Uh-oh. Watch it, Spidey. Old Spider's senses ring a tingle in a way like those bells.
I never call myself by my name when I think aloud. Am I doing it wrong?
The bells. Of course! Why didn't I think of that before?
Yes, Spider-Man, you were a little slow. You kept me waiting.
Huh? Well, what do you know? Sonic Man! I should have known.
No, not Sonic Man, Ultrasonic Man.
I'm similar to, but legally distinct from Sonic Man, meaning I can't face a charge for copyright infringement. Although he is my dad, I don't think he'd do that anyway.
Now I see why there were no bomb fragments, burn marks, or radioactivity at any of the bomb sites. Sound was the weapon.
Correct.
Sound can be a very dangerous weapon, as anyone who's listened to Yoko Ono's music for any period of time can attest.
By combining an ultrasonic intensifier with my multi-directional macrosonic disintegrator, I magnify the sound waves of the bells into an incredible destructive force.
So that each stroke of the bells was spreading a circle of destruction around the city.
This is what I enjoy most about superhero stories, when the good guy and the bad guy just chat it out.
But why the tree in Central Park?
I knew your bird-brained friend Peter Parker was there with his girlfriend, and that he would get you in on the action.
At least he doesn't know that Peter Parker and Spider-Man are one and the same person.
Wait, am I thinking aloud or just thinking? I wish the narrator was around to tell me.
How come, chum? Why me?
Nothing personal, you understand? But by destroying Spider-Man, I'll show the world, and more particularly those dim-witted, no-talent studio execs, that I, Ultrasonic Man, who they call Sean Strickland...
The recording engineer at XYZ Recording?
Right! I'll prove that I'm the greatest sound man of all time, and I'm starting right now!
At what point are the studio execs at XYZ Records going to meet up and say, well, he did kill thousands of people, but it's impossible to deny he's the best sound man of all time. We should have him produce Dazzler's next album.
So it's the web slinger versus the bell ringer.
Sounds even lamer when I say it out loud. Unless I'm just thinking it.
Wow. Gotta get out of the way of the sound waves of those bells. And faster. I'm a dead duck.
Too late, Spider-Man. The bells toll for you.
But not for long. How's this for a fancy web shot?
Okay, I'm just going to say it. Those were some nice web shooter sound effects. Hats off to, someone.
Got him! All the bells in one web. And now that your bells have gone bye-bye, little man, just be a good boy and give yourself up.
Oh, yeah? Well, just try this on for size.
Jumpin' G Hoss effect! A sonic ray gun.
And in his other hand is a Ronald ray gun. That's a really stupid joke, I apologise. I should have made it about the Australian breakdancer. I see that now.
Just barely got out of the way.
My miniaturized microsonic disintegrator, one attached to each hand.
You mean used to be attached to each hand?
I didn't like them as much that time, but I did just make that terrible Reagan joke, so I guess we're even.
Man, he's fast. Got away from two of my best web shots, and yikes! I'm out of cartridges!
The sonic jets on my feet make me the fastest human alive, besides being the most powerful. But enough of this chit-chat. Say your prayers, Spider-Man.
He's poised on the spire of the bell tower.
Here I come!
If he's now the fastest human alive, he should really set his sights higher than being a respected sound engineer.
He's diving straight at me! Both disintegrators firing and me with no weapon! It'll take a miracle to get me out of this one! Well, what do you know? The bells! They broke loose from the webbing!
That's almost impossible. But evidently not actually impossible, which is fortunate.
Help, Spider-Man, help! My sonic jets have gone dead! I'm falling!
How about that for a miracle? The vibrations from the bells put his jets out of action.
Lucky we found out at the last minute that he had jets, which, along with the discovery that my webbing isn't as strong as popularly supposed, provided us with this ending.
But I just can't let him fall. Gotta grab him as he comes by. Oh, there. Got him. Now, to take some of the broken webbing from the bells and wrap him up in a nice little package for the police.
I don't want to have to picture Ultrasonic Man's nice little package.
Peter, did you hear what happened last night? Spider-Man captured the Mad Bomber.
The sane bomber is sadly very much still at large.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was a recording genius who invented this gizmo that turns bells into bombs or something.
Well, I'll be a ding-dong daddy.
He's got these things on his hands and his feet, and the whole thing was a trap for Spider-Man, and you wouldn't believe what happened.
And as a character who resembles Mary Jane Watson in no way whatsoever fades away, we reach the bell end of this adventure for the Amazing Spider-Man. Please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and join me on Patreon for over 140, I know, other riffs, including Star Trek, Doctor Who, and a whole mess of superheroes. See you next time.